tropical regions and then forest, etc. So we know familiar with that kinds of what? Forest, right? Yes. So in this chapter we are going to deal with the life in the temperate grassland. So first of all we want to know what do you mean by grassland. So what do you mean by grassland? Grassland is a region where grasses from the dominant type of plant life that is called grassland. So what do you mean by grassland? What do you mean by grassland? Is a region where what? Where grasses, right? Yes, it is a region where grasses from the dominant type of plant life is called grassland. So what do you mean by grassland? Grassland is a region where grasses from the dominant type of plant life is full of grass. The form of that is known as the grass. Mostly we can find the shrubs and small plants in grassland. So we can tell that the grassland is a region where grasses from the dominant type of plant life. Okay. So what do you mean by grassland? A region where grasses from the dominant type of plant life is known as grassland. And this grassland can be divided into two groups or two categories on the basis of climate condition. On the basis of climate condition, we can classify the grassland into two categories, in two broad categories on the basis of climate. The two categories also have a different climate attitude and different climate. They have several climate changes between them. So because of that, on the basis of climate condition, we can classify the grassland into two broad categories. Which are the two categories? First one is temperate region. And the second one that is tropical region. So what do you mean by grassland? A region or place or the region where grasses from the dominant type of plant life. So we can say that is grassland. On the basis of climate condition, on the basis of climate, we can classify the grassland on the two categories, on two broad categories, that is, which are the first one is temperate region and the tropical region or the temperate grassland, and another that is the tropical grassland. The temperate grassland is known as the shrublands. What do you mean by this? Shrubs. The shrublands. Because we can see in this tropical or the temperate region, we can see the several kinds of shrubs. Mostly the land as we can see in the form of shrubs. The grasses in the form of shrubs. What do you mean by shrubs? In our smaller class, we are also know about what do you mean by these shrubs. This kind of plants is very small. That is kinds of grass is known as shrubs. Okay, so in the temperate region we can say that is the shrublands. On tropical region, what do you mean by the tropical region or the tropical grassland? It's a region, it's a mix of trees and grasses. It's a mix of trees and grasses. So trees and grasses. Okay. So what do you mean by one, that is temperate region. Mostly in this temperate region we can see, or we can say that is a shrub land. That is a shrub land. Okay. So the next category, that is the tropical region or tropical grassland. So in this region we can see the mix of trees and grasses. In the land we can see different kinds of trees and different kinds of grasses in this particular area. So that is, we can classify in the grassland into two categories. First one is temperate region and the tropical. Second one is the tropical region. On the basis of what? On the basis of climate condition. On the basis of condition of climate. Okay. So once more, what do you mean by grassland? Grassland means a region where grasses from the dominant type of plant life, that is called grassland. On the basis of climate condition, we can classify into two categories in our grassland. First one is temperate grassland. It's also known as the shrublands. And the tropical region. The next one is tropical region or the tropical grassland. It's also, you can see the mix of trees and grasses. Trees and grasses. Okay. So in this chapter, we are going to use what? The temperate region. That means the temperate grassland. The temperate grassland. Okay. Okay, the temperate grassland. First of all, we want to discuss about what the prairies. The prairies. The prairies. What do you mean by prairies? The temperate grasslands of North America are known as the prairies. The temperate grasslands of the North America. The temperate grassland on the North America. In the land that is known as the prairies. The temperate grasslands. The temperate grasslands of North America. Temperate grassland of North America is known as what? Are known as the prairies. America are known as prairies. Okay, so what do you mean by prairies? The temperate grasslands of North America are called or are known as what? The prairies. The prairies. What are the features of these prairies? The prairies are bound by the Rocky Mountains in the west and Great Lakes in the east. Okay, so the prairies bound are what? Rocky Mountains in the west and Great Lakes in the east. So, what do you mean by prairies? The temperate grassland. The temperate grassland. That means the shrublands. Okay. In North America are called the prairies. What are the features of prairies? The prairies bounded with Rocky Mountains in the west. Okay, so the prairies bounded with or bounded by Rocky mountains in the west side of North America. Okay, and Great Lake, right? The Great Lake. The Great Lakes in the east. In the east of North America. So, we are discussing about temperate grasslands. It's also known as the shrublands. Okay, it's also known as the shrublands. Okay, so in the shrublands, we want about the prairies. The prairies. Okay, the prairies. What do you mean by the prairies? The temperate grasslands of North America are called prairies. What are the features of these prairies? The prairie is bounded by Rocky Mountains in the west of North America and the Great Lakes in the east. Look at your textbook, page number 65, figure number 9.1. We can see the prairies. Look at this. We are familiar with these kinds of photos. We are mostly in our desktop. We have a wallpaper with this pic, right? Yes, this is known as the prairies. This is known as the prairies. Okay, so actually the word prairies originated from the Latin word pasture, which means meadow. Okay, that means the grassland. It's full of grass and some kinds of hills and small kinds of mountains is there. So that is known as the prairies. So the prairie is bounded by Rocky Mountains in the west and the Great Lakes in the east. The Great Lakes in the east. And in the west also the most part of prairies are the less and near the low-lying areas woodlands can be found. In these prairies we can see some kind of woodlands and also we can found in prairies. Mostly the prairies bounded by the Rocky Mountains in the west of North America and the Great Lakes in the east of North America. Okay. Prairies cover major part of USA and Canada. So these kinds of prairies mostly covered in the countries, the USA. Most of the countries, USA and Canada. That means United States of America and Canada. Mostly we can say these kinds of prairies in the states USA and Canada. USA and Canada. Okay. So what do you mean by grassland? Grassland is the region where form of the dominant plants lives in certain regions, that is known as the grasslands. Grasslands can be divided on the basis of climate condition into two categories: temperate grassland and tropic grassland. Correct? Okay. So temperate grassland is also known as the shrublands. In the prairies, what do you mean by the prairies? The prairies is the temperate grasslands of North America are known as the prairies, and the prairies bounded by the Rocky Mountains in the west of North America and the Great Lakes in the east of North America. Mostly these kinds of prairies we can see in the countries USA and Canada. USA and Canada. Okay, USA and Canada. That means United States of America and Canada. And in the USA, there are areas drained by the tributes of Mississippi. In the USA, the prairies in the area of USA, we can see the Mississippi, tributaries of Mississippi, the river Mississippi. And USA, we can see the area is drained by the tributaries. Tributaries, that means Malayalam Poshaka Nadigal. Okay, so is tributaries of Mississippi, right? Tributaries of Mississippi. And the Canadian and Canada. In Canada, prairies are drained by the tributaries. Drained by the tributaries. Tributaries of Saskatchewan, right? Saskatchewan rivers. as the prairie is bounded with the Rocky Mountain in the west of North America, and the east side is covered with the Great Lake. And also most of the prairies are, we can see the two countries, that is United States of America and Canada. In USA, the area, that means the prairies, is drained by the tributaries of Mississippi River, and in Canada it's drained by the tributaries of Saskatchewan's rivers. Okay, so look at here this map, page number 66, figure number 9.2. The prairies in North America, the green color, and look at this. The green color land, that is shows the other landforms, and middle of them we can see the prairies. Look at this, that is the prairies. This is the United States of America and this is Canada. So we have several parts of these prairies. We can see in two countries, that is United States of America and Canada. And this, look at this, and this bounded with the Rocky Mountains in the west side and the east side, that is we can see what is that, the Great Lake, okay. So this is known as the grassland prairies, this is the prairies, okay, this is the prairies, okay. Can you see this? Yes, the two countries, that is United States of America and Canada. So most of the prairies we can see in Canada and the United States. And this prairie is bounded by Rocky Mountains in the west, and the east it's bounded with the Great Lake. Okay, this is the figure of the prairies in North America. Page number 66, figure number 9.2. And the grassland or prairies were the home of Native Americans of called the Red Indians. As we can see, we also discussed about that the United States is full of prairies. We can see several parts of United States. We can see that is the prairies. Of this kinds of grasslands or prairies were the home of Native Americans, often is called Red Indians, and they were the actual inhabitants of the continent. Actually, they are the natural or actual inhabitants in that continent. The prairies were home of other tribes also, like Apache, the Crow, and the Cree, and the Panwe. These kinds of tribal groups are also found in these kinds of prairies in United States of America. Okay, this is the figure of the prairies in North America. Okay, next concept, that is the climate. The climate of prairies. What is the specialities of climate of this region? The climate. The climate. What is the speciality of climate? We know that. What do you mean by climate? It's a weather condition of a place, right? So that is we known as the climate. Climates can be changed very easily because the influence of the heat and other activities in our surroundings. So climate will be changed. We are familiar with this word, climate. So climate is a continent type with extreme temperature, that is called climate. So we have the extreme temperature in such regions. We can say that is the climate of that particular region. Okay, so what do you mean by the climate? Climate is of continental or type of extreme temperature. Climate is of continental. What climate is of continental type of extreme, right? Type of extreme temperature. Extreme temperature, we can say that is climate. So climate is of continental type of extreme temperature, we can can say in the summers are warm with temperatures around 20°C. In summer, the climate was very warm, right? It's warm, wet, temperature with temperature 20°C. 20°C. Actually, 20°C is a very warm, warm condition, right? Now we have, when our country or in our state, we are felt in summer season, the climate would be 28, 30, 32°C. Very hot, right? Yes, but it's in the prairies or in the temperate grassland. In the summer season, the prairies, the climate was very warm with 20°C temperature, and the winter. And the winter season is very difficult for that people in the prairies or in the temperate grasslands peoples or the prairies peoples. That is, in winter it is -20°C has been recorded in the whippings in Canada. So while in the winter season it is have -20°C. This -20°C is actually very cold, right? As cold region. Very cold in that time. This also is a record temperature lows in Canada. It's also it's recorded in Canada, in the place that is Canada, in this winter season. So we can say in summer season there is a warm temperature in this temperate grassland or that regions, prairies regions, and in winter it's also cold. It's very cold. The most recorded, that is -20°C is recorded in Canada, in that region. And in winter, thick blanket is not covered in this region. We know that in winter season it's also very cold, and in that time this kinds of region is covered with thick ice or snows. The regions is blankets of snows covered with this region in winter season. So we can say what is the specialities of climate in this particular region. In the summer season, it's a warm climate, it's a warm condition, it's a warm climate. It's mostly 20°C or 18 to 20°C also recorded in the summer seasons in this prairies. And the winter season, but actually the winter season is also very cold in that regions, and it's in that time it's a thick blanket snows are covered with this region. It's full of ice. The snows are covered with region, and with it's a kinds of black or kind of thick blanket. The snow, we can see the snow cow. We can see the snow blanket on every tops of the region. So in that kind of situation, held in the winter in this prairies. Most importantly, the -20°C is recorded in Canada in winter season. And the next concept, that is the rainfalls. The annual rainfalls is moderate and is ideal for the growth of grasses. We know that the prairies is full of grass, right? It's full of grass. So the grasses want water for their growth, right? So the annual rainfall is moderate and is ideal for the growth of the grass. So annual rainfall. Annual rainfall is moderate. Annual rainfall is moderate and it's actually suitable for the growth of grass. Suitable for the growth of grass. So what is the climate of the prairies regions. Actually, the climate is the continental type of extreme temperature in that particular region. In the summer season, the warm condition or the warm atmosphere, the warm climate are held in prairies and with the temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. In the winter, it's very cold. It's recorded in minus 20 degrees Celsius in Canada. In that time, or in the winter time, we can see a thick snow blanket in that regions. We can see this region is full of snows. So that much of fall occurred in winter season in this region. Okay, in this prairies. And the annual rainfalls also is moderate in that particular region. It's also suitable for the growth of lands. Due to absence of the north-south barrier, a local wind Chinook blows here. So sometimes the absence of the north-south barrier is the rainfalls we are discussing about the annual rainfalls. Sometimes the absence of the north-south barriers, a local wind that is known as Chinook, that is known as local wind. The local wind that is known as Chinook. That is known as Chinook blows here, where the prairies lands. Okay, so this is the features of the climate of prairies land. Mostly the prairies lands we can see in the countries like the United States of America. That means the USA and Canada. Okay, so what do you mean by prairies? The grassland forms of in North America are known as the prairies. These prairies mostly we can see in the countries America, USA and Canada. What is the features of these prairies? It's bounded with the Rocky Mountains in the east, in the west, and the Great Lake in the east. And what is the speciality of climate in this region? The climate is the conditional or the continental type of the extreme temperature of this region. And in summer, the warm temperature and warm climate in that regions in the particular regions, temperature with 20 degrees Celsius. And the winter season is also very cold in that region, and also minus 20 degrees Celsius is also recorded in Canada in the winter season. In the winter season, the region is full of snow and is covered with snow blanket, like a blanket is so full of covered with snows in that region. And the winter season is also very cold. And annual rainfall is also very moderate in that region. It's also suitable for the growth of the grasses. And sometimes the absence of north-south barriers, the local wind blows in that region that is known as Chinook. Actually, the Chinook is a hot wind that blows in winter and therefore rises the temperature within a short time. Actually, the Chinook is a hot wind. The local wind that is Chinook. The local wind Chinook is a hot wind. That is a hot wind blows in with this region. Because of this, the hot wind can be increased. The rises the temperature within a short time. Can be rises in the temperature in a short period. That is the speciality of the local wind Chinook. So, on the absence of north-south barriers, a local wind blows in this region, where the prairies region, that is known as Chinook. Actually, the Chinook is the hot wind. It also rises in the temperature in a short period. Within a short time, this increase in the temperature results in the melting of snows, right? Yes, it's a winter season. It's also full of snow. And this summer season is the local wind Chinook is in the winter season, where Chinook is blow in that region. So it is also hot wind, and it creates the increases of the temperature. Because of increasing this temperature, the snow is melting and making pressures of land available for grazing of animals. That is create. Actually, the local winds create a better life in the winter season in this regions, in the prairies regions. Okay. So these are the main concept of today's class. So we are discussed about what do you mean by grassland. What do you mean by grassland? Grassland is the region where grasses in the form of dominant types of plants life, that is called grassland. Grassland can be classified into that is which are the tropical or the temperate grassland or temperate region. Temperate region, and next one is tropical region. Temperate region and the tropical region. And next we are discussing about the prairies. What do you mean by prairies? The grassland, the green grasslands of the North America are known as what? The prairies. The prairies mostly we can see in the chicken trees, but not the United States of America and Canada. What are the specialities of these prairies? The prairies are bounded by the Rocky Mountains in the west and the Great Lakes in the east. Okay, so in USA, prairies is drained by the tributaries of Mississippi, and in Canada, it's drained by the Hmcs rivers and the climate. Then after we discussed about the climate situations of prairies. What is the climate situation of the prairies? Climate situation in summer season it's very warm, right? In summer it's warm. Summer is warm with 20 degrees Celsius, and the winter is very cold and it's full of snow. Full of snow, it creates minus degrees Celsius. Temperature is also recorded in Canada, and the local wind is blows in winter season, that is known as Chinook, right? Chinook. Chinook is also create. It's a hot wind, and it creates raises of the temperature. When the temperature will be raises, the snow melts, and because of that, it's helpful for the living of animals in such areas. Okay, this is for today's class. Okay, read your text carefully. It's a wonderful class. Take care.